What's up, guys? My name is Rachel. Today I'm going to be giving you an honest review of NEPQ training course by Jeremy Miner. Now, he's built quite a name for himself and his reputation precedes him. Now, I have heard iffy things about his reputation. The only reason for that is because some people say that he's basically ripped off some other person. I wouldn't really worry about that. And the reason is, like, there's only a limited amount of information on this earth, right? It seems like a lot sometimes. But what I'm saying is that, I mean, he's teaching sales and he says that he's got his own like proprietary, like unique to him, like method and like training tactics. But at the end of the day, if you go to a library and you like pick out a couple books on sales, a lot of them say the exact same thing, right? And I think most of it just comes down to the type of teacher you are, how good at marketing the thing you are, stuff like that. I would not put a lot of weight into this idea that he's like that he stole, from somebody. I wouldn't, I just wouldn't, deal with that, honestly. So I like the way he teaches. I personally have listened to some of his things and I enjoy his like teaching style. I think that he is a good teacher. I also think sales is one of the most important things that you can learn. I think it reaches very broad to just about any industry that you can think of. Sales is a skill that every person I think should learn. So even if you don't learn it from this person, I do think it is worth investing into some sort of sales training. Now, again, Jeremy says that he has his own like proprietary, unique to him sales tactics, and that's cool and that's great. But you could also just get some like free resources at your local public library, like to learn about this kind of stuff. And that might be step one before you like invest a big chunk of money into a course, right? That's maybe what I would suggest. Now, what I do involves a little bit of sales, and I have taken a sales course before. I don't want to say that I haven't, but I have not taken this Jeremy's specific course before. And I think a lot of sales is just learned on the job. You have to figure it out in real time, honestly. But I'm betting that if you're watching this video, you are wanting to learn how to make money online. So I want to briefly tell you about how I have made $10,000 to $15,000 a month online for the last 5 years, doing something that's super easy and very, very passive. Basically what I do is I build these silly little 1 to 5 page websites and I rent them out to business owners. I'll give you an example. So like, let's say I build a website saying house cleaner in San Diego, California, okay? I put really generic branding on the front. On the back end, I'm gonna be doing some really basic SEO. SEO is not that complicated. It doesn't require any coding. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure it out. It's super easy and simple, and I think anybody can learn it. And then from there, once I start ranking in the top sections of Google or a different search engine, I start getting leads coming in via phone calls and emails. I call up an actual local house cleaner in San Diego and I offer them some of these leads. A couple weeks later, I'm gonna come back around, check in with them. Once I've heard that they have converted those leads into sales, I let them know that I have a website that has been generating leads that are coming in however often they're coming in. And I offer to rent out this website to them, typically for $200 to $2,000 a month. Really, it just depends. San Diego is one of those higher ticket areas. So I typically get a yes because business owners are always looking for more business. So the sales side of what I do is really not that difficult. It's typically a very easy yes. And that is where the magic happens, is when you could be good at sales, but like, if the person you're talking to doesn't need a pen, like they're not gonna buy your pen. Not unless you pull something like really scammy and not good. Like it's just not gonna happen. But the people that I sell to are desperately want what I'm selling them, right? And even if I have to work on budget with them a little bit, I mean, it's super passive because once I get them on as a client, I make that monthly income for years and years and years and years. It's so simple. It is so easy. Seriously, anybody can do this. And the sales experience that you need is, again, quite minimal, but it will teach you some amount of sales tactics and give you like some confidence in sales as well, I would say. So if that's something you're interested in learning, you can check out the link in the description box below. Otherwise, I wish you guys the best of luck, and I will see you in the next video.